Well, let's talk about that. And look, in the previous discussion I had, it was with Graham Haycroft. He was very, very complimentary of yourself and some of the things you guys were doing together. And he did mention the fact that a lot of these businesses are being white-anted and they're very much becoming political, cultural tools. How is this, where does the fiduciary sort of duty come in?
Well, I suppose as a business person, my real position would be, what do you do, and do it well for your customer. And there's many facets to that. And the second one to that is to make sure you look after your personnel, your people. And I've known Graham now for a few years. He's an interesting gentleman. And
be honest, he's not in the room, so
he could be listening.
Yeah.
But what we bumped into, and we had a shared interest in the, I'll use my word because I'm an old farmer, the gutlessness of the political class in Queensland and in Australia. I am a conservative. There's no ifs or buts about what I stand for, and I'll defend it forever. But when over the years I've been a contributor to the conservative forces in Australia, either at state and to a federal level, and now I find it nearly impossible to put my hand in my pocket to support the weakness, what would you call it, the shimmy-shamming of the parties on the Conservative side, Liberal and National. And that's very hard to come to terms with. But you were sort of drawn into your philosophical bent. And I always thought that, the Conservative side would be a better manager of money, being a business person. But I think that went out the door 100% when Morrison was Prime Minister. That just, I thought, well, they can no longer talk about, money management because he proved they didn't have any.
If I can just take 20 seconds of your time, I apologise for interrupting this clip. If you'd like to support Turning Point Australia and what we're doing to help keep the lights on and keep the work going moving forward, please check out our website at tpaust.com.au. We've got a range of merchandise, whether it's the Make Australia Great Again hat, whether it's the other shirts that we have, or the educational maps that we have. Please go and support. If you don't want to buy any merch, that's fine. You can also support us by buying us a coffee and becoming a regular subscriber for as little as $4 a month. I'll let you guys get back to it. Thank you so much.
And Graham's come along and said, well, let's have it do something about this. So the joint forces that we're looking to do, and we're doing it from our own pocket, not from someone else's. We're doing it on a shoestring, and we'd certainly welcome support, just the same as you would welcome support, because you need cash to promulgate what you're on about. But we are on about not dismissing the current Conservative member and structure, but making it a Conservative thing that people can be proud of and want to be a party of. And that's what drives me to be involved with Graham. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's a Conservative voter yesterday, and he said, how are you going to do it? I said, well, we've got to get more people aware of it and do things like that. But I said, all I do know is if people do nothing, nothing will change. And if I fail on the difficulty, so be it. But if we don't give it a fly, we are buggered. And that isn't his, and the people I run into, you're a young bloke, which is fantastic. But the number of blokes that I'm working with in other areas, every one of them's over 72. And we need young people to suddenly wake up to be a part of, oh my God, that's what they're really doing to us now.
Thank you so much for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed this particular clip. If you want to support this show and keep the lights on and support everything we're doing at Turning Point Australia, please head to tpaust.com.au, where we've got hats, we've got shirts, we've got maps. And if you don't want to buy any merch, that's perfectly fine. If you want to just buy maybe a cup of coffee a month, for as little as $4 a month, you can help us get a small, long black to actually support the show and actually keep things going. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later.